Hello, you beautiful people. I'm Michael Botts. And the reason that you show up here every morning is because you know there's more. I heard something yesterday and they were kind of ridiculing that people want more. And I don't know if that should be the way it should be, because think about when you have more, you're able to give more. That is your naturality. When you were a little baby and you had all this pudding, you wanted to give it to others. You wanted to give it away. So I think that burning desire in you that wants more money, don't apologize for that, more joy, more time, more health, more relationship, more sex, all that you want more of, it's so you can give it away. So you can give that money away. When you buy a house, a whole bunch of people have a job. When you buy a car, a whole bunch of people have jobs. Joy. When you give joy away, you make people's lives better. But you can only give away what you have. So don't apologize for wanting more. And this show is about you getting what you want out of life. Because you were born genius. You were born epic. You were born to impact the world in a way that only you can impact the world. When your expiration date shows up, which we all have one, when that shows up, you can never impact the world again. The world can never be impacted the way that you could do it. So I want to encourage you to really start to live your life. And that's what this show is about. That's why we show up here every morning at 9 a.m. So you're born and all you know how to do is suck and scream. That's really the only two things you know how to do. You naturally know how to suck and you naturally know how to scream. And you're going along and you learn to walk, talk, and eat without any depression, without any anxiety, without any frustration, without any disappointment, without any embarrassment, without the heaviness of failure. You learn to do those things without any of that. And then you're going along the beach of I am enough, and you're succeeding at all this beautiful stuff. In all the failure, you're succeeding. And then you get caught in the riptide of life, and you get sucked out into the ocean of am I enough. And in the ocean of am I enough, you're still trying to succeed. But now you're getting slammed up against the rocks and you're getting sucked under the water and you're trying to stay above the water. But people just keep handing you rocks. Oh, failure's bad. They keep handing you heavy rocks. Oh, disappointment, frustration. You got to worry about what other people think. So now you're starting to drown in the ocean of am I enough? And your lifeless goals, your lifeless destiny, you, lifeless, are sinking to the bottom of the ocean of am I enough? And I reach in and I grab you and I drag you back up onto the beach of I am enough. I grab your lifeless goal. And I'm going to start resuscitating it. And you're like, wait a minute, Michael. I am 47 years old. I am too old. I have tried too long. I can't do it anymore. Wait a minute, Michael. I can't because I have failed and failed and failed. I don't have the money. I don't have the time. I don't have the oomph to do it anymore. And so you want to take a sheet and pull it over your dreams and your destiny and your goals. And I'm like, no. And I throw the sheet back and I start to resuscitate you. And you spew out doubt, you spew out fear, you spew out limiting beliefs, and I stand you up and aim you down the path of success. And what do we know about the path of success, tribe? It is paved with gratitude. So I want to offer you the opportunity right now to put in your gratitude. This is how it sounds. I am grateful for my son, Noah Botts. This kid is a leader. He is a natural born leader. Of course, the culture in the public high school is do pot, smoke pot, drink, gallivant around. This kid is very social. So I didn't know how this was going to work. He is in his senior year. He hasn't smoked pot. He hasn't gotten drunk. The kid is amazing. He is a natural born leader. I see it on the court. I see it in his social life. I see it in the family and the household. And here's the key. He does it out of kindness. Noah Botts, if you ever see this, I want you to know that you are supposed to impact the world in a way like Nobel Peace Prize big. And I am enough. That's how grateful sounds. I am grateful for. You say what you're grateful for, and then you say, I am enough. And then I can do 5 or 6. I am grateful for my beautiful baby blue eyes, and I am enough. I'm grateful for the perfectness of my hair today, and I am enough. I'm grateful for healthy teeth, and I'm enough. Scott Pearson says, I'm grateful for my kids, and I am enough. I'm proud of you, Scott, of how you're a parent and really love those kids and provide them a safe place. So, as you're starting to put in your gratitudes, I want to offer you an opportunity to create some space. Last night, while we were asleep, Life stayed up and Googled, how am I going to kick their ass when they wake up? And then Life printed it out, laminated it, and Life was sitting at the edge of your bed. When you opened your eyes, Life is like, here we go, baby. I'm going to get you today. Because life is hard. And life will throw punches at you. And you will get yourself all caught up here, trying to get loose and get free. And these breaths that we're getting ready to take are going to create space. And that space is where the solutions are. I want you to say it out loud. The space is where the solutions are. Because if I can get you to be aware of that, when you take these 4 breaths, you will find the answer that you're looking for. Now, taking action on it, that's a whole nother level. Michelle says, I'm grateful for natural hormones. I'm proud that I realized something was wrong. I went to a specialist and I am enough. Bravo, you went and got an expert to help you. We talk about that all the time. Laura says, I'm grateful I made it up in time to see Michael, and I am enough. Well, I'm grateful for that too, Laura, because you are a special part of this tribe. Thank you so much. I was thinking about you and Michelle this morning, how consistent you guys are. You guys and Jared Botts and Billy Fosnot, those 4, man, just like, it's like the sun coming up. All right, let's take our first breath. Ready? Breathe in. Whenever you start naming names, you're like, oh, did I leave somebody out? I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings if I don't say their name. But I'm already in it now. I can't go back and undo it. It's on live Facebook. It's out in the internet. Ready? Breathe in. Let it out. You feel the space. Now that you're becoming aware of the space, I want you to hear what your inner voice is telling you about the answer. You know the problem. The universe knows the problem. And the answer is in these next 2 breaths. But you have to be willing to see it. Have you ever went to the cabinet and you open the door and you're like, honey, where is the salt? She's like, it's right there. It's in the cabinet. I put it there, but after I got done using it. Honey, the salt is not there. She walks in, she reaches in front of you, and she grabs the salt. You were convinced it wasn't there, so you made a blind spot. These breaths are an opportunity to open your eyes and see the answer, but you have to choose to see it. 2 more breaths. Ready? Breathe in. Let it out. Breathe it in. Let it out. I would love for you to put in the comments what your problem was and what answer you got out of those breaths. That would be a real blessing to me. All right, we're diving right into the show now, baby. Are you willing to, and there's a big space there, to succeed? And we are going to dig into this. I have a formula for success that I teach, and it has worked phenomenally for my clients. Are you willing to risk? Will be the subject of today. Are you willing to risk? What are you holding on to that's keeping you from taking your risk. I've told you guys about the monkey trap, where they make a hole in a box, and the hole's only big enough that you can get your hand in. A monkey can get its hand in like this, and they put bait in the hole. So now, when the monkey reaches in and grabs the bait in that fist, they cannot get out of the box, and the box is tied to the ground. And they can walk up, put that monkey in a cage, because the monkey will not let go, even though it's trapped. There are things in our lives we will not let go of. Resentment, a relationship, unforgiveness, and that is keeping us in the monkey trap. It's very comfortable. It's very safe. As long as I hold on to this, I think everything's going to be okay. And if I just let go of that, I can get free and take the risk I'm supposed to take. What are you willing to risk to succeed? Because all success is going to come from risk. Think about your last great success. How did you succeed? You risked something. Did you risk buying a home? Did you risk starting a business? Did you risk going into your PhD program? Did you risk writing a song? Did you risk starting an exercise program? Did you risk eating right? Did you risk talking to a new client, the big giant client that you're scared of? Think about your last success and think about the starting of it, the author of it, and it was risk. Are you willing to risk? I really want you to just let this soak in. Let's not sprint by this. I know you've heard me mention it before, but I want to make sure that you guys are risking, because if you're not risking, you cannot succeed. You really can't. Think of someone that you admire and they're successful. What did they risk? Is your risk telling it to someone? Have you kept your goal all tight and covered in here, but you've never reached your goal because you've never put it out there? The risk would be putting it out there and saying, hey, my goal is $50,000 a month. My goal is to lose 47 pounds. My goal is to make 10 sales. My goal is to sell 14 houses. My goal is to enroll 20 new people into my program. What are you not risking that's keeping you at the cusp of success? Do you need to leave a relationship, but you're so comfortable, it's so scary to even think about it? Do you need to get rid of a partner in your business? Do you need to get rid of a partner in your workouts? Do you need to let someone go at work? But it's so scary, it's so daunting, you will not take the risk, but it's keeping you from success. Are you willing to risk? But Michael, it's scary, and I could fail, and I could get it wrong, and it's going good right now, Michael. Good is the enemy of best. We've heard that before. Do not let good keep you from great. What are you risking? What are you not risking? What are you hanging on to? And the scary thing would be to let that go and get out of that trap. Are you going to the same club, the same group of people? Do you need to let them go? Are you watching the same programs and letting that go in? Or do you need to let that go? Do you need to just cut social media? I'm scared, that's scary to say because you could stop watching me and I'd love to have you here. But do you need to cut social media out of your life? There is something right now in the breaths that probably came up because we're talking about this today. And we're going to take 2 more breaths. And I want you to really think about, what have you not risked that you need to jump right in the middle of it? Think about a little kid when it's raining. The little kid will just jump in the puddle. The grown-ups are all like trying to get around it and trying to stay dry. And the little kid just jump. I need you to be like the little kid and jump in the middle of the risk. 2 more breaths and we'll be out of here. Ready? Think about what you need to risk. I want you to really get that. The answer is going to be right now. The answer is coming. The answer is coming right now. You ready? Breathe in. What is it? What is the risk you need to take today? Now, go take that risk.